Fam, Joe Biden's policies locked up people for years, but not Hunter.
You didn't change the title.
No,
because
I didn't get a chance.
Well, but that's the thing. This is the guy who authored the crime bill. This is the guy who took mainly friggin' minorities and threw them in fucking prison at a high rate. This is the guy who says, I'm going to do this. I'm the guy. So they won't come after your mother, my cousin, his aunt, Oz's uncle, all that bullshit. Somebody made this beautiful, little, I don't know what you call it, a meme of sorts or a little video, but it shows as he's out
montage.
There, this great montage. He's out there. He's pushing these policies within our government, and yet his son, the law is for thee, but not for me, fam, or my family.
If you have a piece of crack cocaine no bigger than this quarter that I'm holding in my hand, 1/4 of $1, we passed a law through the leadership of Senator Thurmond and myself and others, a law that says if you're caught with that, you go to jail for 5 years. You get no probation. You get nothing other than 5 years in jail. Judge doesn't have a choice. Under our forfeiture statutes, the government can take everything you own, everything from your car to your house, your bank account, not merely what they confiscate in terms of the dollars from the transaction that you just got caught engaging in. They can take everything. I don't care why they become a sociopath. We have an obligation to cordon them off from the rest of society. They are in jail, away from my mother, your husband, our families. So I don't want to ask what made them do this. They must be taken off the street.
So somebody should go arrest his son, fam, right? And by the way, of course, and this is the reason why this one, circus. What happened was 4chan, and this is something that Shanda talked to, she alluded to earlier in the show. We're not talking about the fact that 4chan was able to kind of go in there and hack his iCloud. That's an issue right there, because that means that all our shit is as out in the open, can be grabbed at any time. And we know this too as well. We've been talking about, all right, this is a situation. You can't use certain services because it's too much information's being shared. They got everything anyways, right? But that's another issue. But the reason why what happened with 4chan and what they did was they pretty much just showed more of the same of this over here, how Joe Biden is out there making policies which lock people up for years, ruin people's fucking lives. Because you can understand the police department started using their whole, this whole crack pandemic or epidemic or whatever you want to call it as a way to just lock people up to get themselves promoted, put more bad guys behind jail. If the United States Congress is saying that they have this crack and you can lock them up, put them in jail. That's what most of these drops just showed right over here, that the rules are for thee, but not for me or my family. And Hunter Biden, who just abused crack, cocaine, hookers, the whole 9 yards, a lot of links to showing he's a pedophile. They released this other video over here because people were out there right in the beginning saying, oh, he was just smoking marijuana, fam. He was just smoking marijuana. Okay, let's take a look at what he's weighing over here in this next video. And I assure you, this is not marijuana.
I just weighed out the bag. It's 2.06.
2.07 without the bag.
So how long is
2.0?
2.0. That's all the crack you got for tonight? What's wrong with you, fam?
Is that not a lot? I mean, I'm not. I'm not an expert here.
I don't know and stuff, but Joe Biden made laws, sponsored bills specifically for this drug right here that his freeloading piece of crap son is shooting up, smoking, hitting up. I mean, fam.
Mm-hmm. Imagine if this was one of Donald Trump's sons.
Forget about it.
Or like Vladimir Putin's kid or something. It just goes to show you, like, why are they so silent? They're all ignoring it. And it is hilarious. Hilarious. It's a height of hypocrisy. The United States and the world, if you look up the word hypocrisy, you'll find the United
Joe
States.
Biden.
A picture of Joe Biden, a picture of all of these people. I mean, it's just hilarious. So, God, the crime bill, right? Yeah. I mean, there are people that are in prison right now for marijuana still.
Yeah.
And you still have the U.S. making a huge deal about the Britney story, right? Not saying it's right to lock her up for 5 years. A lot of people are against that here. But I kept getting asked, oh, what about this story, Fiorella? Are you going to cover it? It's like, well, my issue is it's being politicized to say Russia's so authoritarian. Well, first of all, she shouldn't have brought marijuana to a foreign country where it's illegal. She shouldn't have done that. She could have waited because there are people that sell it here illegally. And that's just common knowledge. She should have not done that. You can't go into another country and do that. But, then you have this girl, they're politicizing the situation on both ends of the spectrum. Both countries are. And so then you see Hunter Biden and it's crack, right? And you have the United States where poor people, a lot of people of color are behind bars for far less than this. And yet, of course, Hunter Biden gets away with it. Yeah. Right. It's ridiculous. So who's really the country that's authoritarian and that punishes people? Oh, as long as they're nobody important and their daddy isn't the president of the United States.
Yeah. And, it was part of his little crew and his cronies that brought this shit to the United States. We all know about, we've talked about it, Shanova, and about Freeway Rick Ross and all the way they brought this, I'm saying, to fund wars. They took cocaine, flew it out of Colombia, cut it with crack, brought it to the United States. New York, you got, I don't know who was in New York, but in California, we know it was Freeway Rick Ross. I believe it was Nino Brown from the movie New Jack City. Just kidding, in New York. But they hit this shit on the streets and they made laws that said crack cocaine gave you twice as much time than if you got caught with cocaine. Now, cocaine was known for being more affluent in the clubs and people doing disco and hitting it up. And then on the streets, people of color were getting stuck and, it just hit their whole community and ruined their whole community, ruined people's lives. And then with also the crime bill, pulled away. One of the things I mentioned about it more than anything is it pulled away grants and programs that prisoners were using to get a welding degree or a mechanics degree. Well, when the crime bill was passed and all that, if you get caught with this 5 years, judge can't do a thing, you know what I'm saying, kind of mentality, they pulled away these grants from people who are going to get out and try to make something with their lives and whatnot. Almost instantaneously, he did this, which just spelt doom for a lot of people when they went back out to end up going right back in. And, Joe Biden was just a piece of shit while his son was doing that. Now, listen, fam, I don't play team sports, but there is one party that we're trying to get on the map over. And I don't want to say we, but they're trying to get on the map. Third party, we need more than anything. And this party has always been anti-drugs, one to stop the drug war for a long, long time. It's the Libertarian Party. The Hunter Biden leaks prove what we've been saying the whole time. The regime's drug warriors have separate rules for us and them. For all their rhetoric, they don't care one iota about equality under the law. Sorry, fam. Libertarian Party has been saying, let's end this war on drugs for a long time. I got to put it out there because they've been saying it and they've been like, look what's going on. Not only is this war costing you millions of dollars, and it's a fugazi war anyways, and the CIA is the people making the most on it, they don't give a shit. And there's different rules for them than there are for you under the eyes of the law.
Yeah. And guess what, libertarians? That's capitalism.
It's elitism.
Love ya.
But so we have the crack. We have the, there was a lot more pictures of Hunter, on the beach, throwing his pants down, jumping in the ocean, him shooting up crack cocaine with a bunch of prostitutes, him in the bathtub. But there was also something that also came out, this leaked voicemail, fam, that just came out recently, whatnot. Remember the whole time when they were saying that Joe Biden knew nothing of his son's shady business deals and whatnot? Well, this leaked voicemail proves a different point. Let's take a listen to it and we'll get your opinions after.
Hey, pals, Dad. It's 8:15. on Wednesday night. If you get a chance, give me a call. Nothing urgent. Just want to talk to you. I thought the article, at least the thing online, it's going to be printed tomorrow in the Times, was good. I think it's clear. And anyway, if you get a chance, give me a call. I love you.
I think you're clear, man. I think you're clear. Give me a call in the morning. I love you.
I think you're clear.
I think you're clear.
You know, I think Daddy fixed this for you.
I don't know anything, but I think you're clear. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But you're clear.
I mean, okay, you talk about nepotism in other parts of the world in supposed developing countries and stuff. Is this not like covering for your son, using your power to really, I don't know what other proof you need, guys. I mean, these people are all hypocrites. You want to talk about Donald Trump? Let's talk about this for a second. Sure. You can talk about Donald Trump all you want, but look at this, you know, and I do believe somebody put on Twitter, this is a distraction because yes, it's Joe Biden. I am a firm believer that this Hunter Biden story is out because it hurts Joe Biden and they don't care about hurting Joe Biden because Joe Biden's numbers are tanked. So again, I don't think Joe Biden is going to be their go-to nominee because this is all like just, okay, there's too much with him now. Let's get rid of him, put somebody else that has a better image because the Democratic Party, the establishment is all about image. They're all about public relations and perception. So once the perception is tainted beyond repair, there's only so much repair that you can do. There's only so much, you know, crisis management is the term in PR that you can do. And I don't think that they're going to be able to get out of this one.
Well, I just want to say, number one, that I don't think it's a distraction. I think this speaks to the core of what's going on. That the fact that we have these group of elitists that run around and do whatever they want, and the laws, anything. I mean, you know, it's not just. I think a lot of not just Republicans are there. I think there's a lot of independents and Democrats are now like, okay, this is just out of hand with this fucking guy. Like, you know, he is the son of the president, and to think that he would have these business deals without his dad is fucking stupid and naive. And secondly, his dad's putting out all these laws that restrict our civil liberties, that really hurt minorities when it comes to their jail time and helping the military industrial complex. But yet the laws for his children, they're there. And also, fam, I think they take it for granted. You heard Jake Tapper, serious news guy, what he said in the last one. He says, you would think that Donald Trump's numbers would be lower against Joe Biden. Like, hello, every single time you turn around, Joe is fucking falling on his face.
Yeah, but they don't believe that. I don't even think they believe that, Pasta. I think they have to say that.
They're ridiculous.
Yeah, they are cocky. Yeah. I mean, I know I don't mean a distraction in the sense it doesn't do anything. I just mean like they're allowing this story to get out, and they're not pushing back as much on it because Joe Biden is a lost cause. I think.
Well, I mean, they are quite so hard for so long, fam. How much more? I mean, this is like an avalanche. There's only so long you can, the guy holds his back against the doors so the doors don't open up. There's only so much longer that you can hold those doors before all this shit comes flying in through the doors. I mean, this has been one thing after. We've said this for so long. Like Joe Biden, holy shit! Like when he was starting to win, what did I say? I said this guy is the only choice that is a clear worse choice than Trump is Joe Biden. And this is the guy they're putting forth. There's so much baggage with Joe Biden. What we do know, what we don't know. I mean, how long can you stop the avalanche of shit? If there was ever a time, fam, where I think a lot of people in the administration were going, damn, I wish we had Psaki back. I wish Psaki was in that room today. Because after that voice got released, here's Steve's good friend, aka trying to, I don't know what this is, trying to bullshit your way out of something that it's almost impossible to bullshit out of. Here's the press secretary when confronted about the leak of the voicemail.
Why is there a voicemail of the president talking to his son about his overseas business dealings if the president has said he's never spoken to his son about his overseas business dealings?
Well, first I'll say that what the president said stands. So if that's what the president said, that is what stands. And
He's leaving a voicemail about a New York Times article concerning Hunter Biden's business dealings, and Peter, he says, "I think you're clear." How is that not him talking to his son about his overseas business dealings?
We're not, from this podium, I am not going to talk about alleged materials from the laptop.
So I'm not. President's voice on the voicemail.
I am not going to talk about alleged materials on the laptop.
It's not happening then that it is not?
Peter, I refer you to his son's representative.
So you can't fix it, or Steve, you can't fix it.
Say it again. No.
Steve, you can't fix that. You can't fix her. I'm sorry, Steve. But really, what she said, I mean, that's her job, guys. That's her job. She's not there to tell you the truth about what's really going on. She's there to do PR, make sure that everything that needs to be said is said to cover for Biden's ass. And that's it. Like, that's her job. Good job.
One of the other drops that came out that was interesting, and I don't know what to make of it because it's just a little small piece. You have Hunter Biden talking about a payment of $10,000 and talking about something where he seems like to be walking back a possible incident that could have happened with this particular Tinder date. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know.
Sweetheart? Hey, are you okay? Everything fine? Are you hurt in any way?
Okay.
Any way? Are you hurt? Hey, is anything hurt on you? Anything? I was literally saying, I'm sorry that it took so long to give you $10,000. Do you have any bruise? Anything? Have I ever touched you in a bad way? Ever? Have I asked you every time if I could touch you? Every time. Sweetheart, look at me. You cannot talk to me that way and say things like that. Because I'm more respectful than anyone you've ever met. Are you okay? What?
Jack.
It would have been great if you said that.
Yeah.
No.
I thought you said you wanted water. It's the only water I have.
All right, fam. This is why, like, I'm more respectful than any man you ever met. That's why I have the
Jack.
Another thing. I wish you would have said Jack right below it, dude. I mean,
Like father, like son, right? I mean,
oh my God. I mean, I'm more respectful than any man you ever met. Let's show a picture of him and some of the respect. Do you want to show? Do you want to say something before?
Yeah. Joe Biden talks like that to people. Just the way his son just spoke to her. If you have seen the way Joe Biden has addressed people who disagree with him, has addressed women, has addressed men, like who are, what did he called someone fat? Remember? Come on, fat.
We're lying.
It's the same
soldier
way. What makes you think Hunter Biden is going to be, unfortunately, any better? I mean, it's just, anyway.
Fam, he said, I'm more respectful than anybody you ever met. I want to show you some of the respect over here. This is a nice tweet that somebody dropped. Here's a picture. This is urgent. 4chan, Hunter Biden, right? This photo of Hunter Biden on a FaceTime call with a girl tied up and a bag over her head as he eats a sandwich should give you an idea of the magnitude. I'm more respectful than anybody you ever met. I'm going to have a FaceTime call with somebody while there's a bag over your head and I got you in handcuffs. I just want to know she's got a muzzle on or a gag ball in her mouth too as well. So she probably couldn't even say anything as dude is just fucking showing off, eating an Italian sandwich over here. That's good semolina bread, fam, right there. Look at
that. I cannot even start to comment on that.
She's got a bag over her head and she's in handcuffs.
So bad. Yeah, I mean, unless she wanted to do that. I mean, we don't know.
I'm sure she didn't want to be on a FaceTime fucking call. I mean, that's just... I maybe she did. I don't know.
We don't know, but that's, yeah.
FEC.
Washington Examiner.
Yeah. FEC says Twitter acted legally in blocking Hunter Biden's laptop stories. Now, this is the crux of the story today. Did they have the right to do and go ahead and block these things? Because it wasn't just independent media. There was a lot of people getting deplatformed, taken down, demonetized just for sharing these Hunter Biden laptop information. But it even got into the big boys where the New York Post couldn't do it. Well, the FEC said they had the right to do it. Let's take a look. The Federal Election Commission said on Wednesday its members unanimously rejected complaints from the Republican National Committee and others that Twitter's decision to block the sharing of links to articles from the New York Post related to Hunter Biden's laptop constituted an illegal contribution to now President Joe Biden's candidacy. Bullshit. You have the next slide, Odds? I'm reading the paragraph 39. The second paragraph, in announcing the decision, the FCC pointed to Twitter's assertion that part of the reason it stopped the spread of the New York Post articles in October was over concerns that foreign actors obtained the salacious materials through hacking. The social media giant claimed the U.S. intelligence community was warning about such an effort in the lead up to the 2020 election. No evidence has emerged that Hunter Biden's laptop stories stemmed from a foreign hacking operation. Fam, they're still doing it again. They're using these bullshit excuses. They're using rumors, scuttlebutt to justify censorship in America.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, we get censored for telling the truth and they censor the truth from coming out. And it's that simple.
Yeah.
And they can do that because they're in bed with these companies, because this is the merger of corporations with government, and you're living it.
Yeah.
So,
and when it comes to censorship, when it comes to propaganda, the CIA's been doing this for a long, long time. Operation Mockingbird, where they planted their own members from the CIA within all aspects of the media. Well, nowadays you don't even have to do that. Jimmy Dore shared a tweet yesterday about a CIA agent, an ex-CIA agent running for Congress. Now they're just openly, you got guys like Brennan and Clapper who get to go on the show, and you got cucks like this right here. Chris Hayes, you want to know how a lot of this shit is justified? Because the deep state, the imperialists, the oligarchs, they control media. They control the propaganda. Look what this cuck says right over here, how he justifies this shit from Hunter Biden. There's three main areas, and once again, the dude who shared this, I will post this clip of Chris Hayes absolutely destroying the sad GOP deflection. No, it's not. It's not a deflection. It's oligarchy running rampant at the highest level it's ever run. Take a look.
There's a few things about the Hunter Biden-Burisma thing that really bother me. First of all, I think it's fair to say that as an ethical matter or a prudential matter, if Ori Melber was solicited by Hunter Biden at that moment to say, should I take this gig? You'd probably say, no, don't do it. I'd say, no, don't do it. I don't think it was the right thing to do. But he's a grown-ass man, okay? And you do not control the actions of your adult children. And if Joe Biden could control the actions of his adult son, Hunter Biden, there's lots of things I think that he would have Hunter Biden do differently than things that he has done. That does not pertain to Joe Biden, first of all. Second of all, he's an American citizen, and this is the America First presidency. We do not sick foreign systems of justice on American citizens. We do not do it. It is a violation of the fundamental oath of office of the president to protect American citizens. We do not have the Chinese go after Americans, and we do not sick the Ukrainians. We have an American system of justice. If there is an actual predicate for some sort of investigation, there are processes by which that is pursued. We simply do not pursue it in the way we do. And the third thing about this, and the sort of crowning disingenuousness, I think, Senator, you'll join me on this. Forgive me if I'm misrecollecting this. I think Republicans had a majority of both houses in 2015, and I think they conducted zealous oversight of many issues, including Benghazi. How many hearings were there on Burisma? 0. How many in the House? 0. How many in the Senate? 0. How many senators raised the objection at the time it was happening that Joe Biden was doing something corrupt? 0. That's the ballgame. If it was an actual good faith effort by the Republicans, who certainly were no shrinking violets about corruption or deeds by the Obama administration, they would have said something at the time, and they didn't. And that's how you know the entire thing has been retroactively reverse engineered solely for political purposes.
Okay, fam. There's three things he hit on there right now that just burn my friggin' ass. And just like the whole kind of praising of, oh my God, Chris Hayes, I'm going to play this and stuff like that. I'm like, what world are you living into? What argument are you listening to? Hunter is a grown ass man. That was the first one. Like this idea that Hunter Biden, everything he does is independent of his father. Like he didn't use his father's power and his father's position to upscale his position, to lift him up, to get him these deals. 90% of these deals that Hunter got himself involved in wouldn't have happened if Joe Biden wasn't who Joe Biden is. The senator, the congressman, the vice president, and now the fucking president. So it's just mind-boggling, fam. And I don't know if you have anything to say about this whole thing, that this fact that Hunter is a grown-ass man. He acted independently of his father. This is ridiculous that you can't stick what his son does on his father. And I agree in certain ways where the sins of a father shouldn't go on the sins of the children. But to act like these guys didn't operate together, the big man, I think you're clear. All the shit we know they've been working together. Hunter has never been involved in oil in his whole life. He wouldn't have got a job on the Burisma board if it wasn't for daddy. So this whole freaking thing that he's an independent man just really burns my ass, fam.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%.
Okay. Second one. Here we go again. Anytime you're in trouble, anytime, it's like that meme with the Democrats doing shit, opening their mouths, their own policy, they're losing people, but then they take the stick and they put it into the spoke of the bike and they fall down and they go, oh, Russia, oh, China, oh, fam, we don't do this. We don't sick foreign entities on our own people over here. Just because you're a Republican and they're a Democrat, we don't sick foreign entities. We don't do that here. There has been zero proof. Just like 4 years that you've been peddling this Russiagate propaganda, there is zero proof that anything from the Hunter Biden laptop came from foreign entities, that was pushed from foreign entities. And if they did, guess what? That was still Hunter Biden doing that shit. It's just like when they talk about the whole WikiLeaks thing and somebody put up a tweet says, I don't give a shit if Vladimir Putin scaled down the walls, MI6 style, and stole those emails. He didn't write them. He didn't write them. We know who wrote them. So you can't fucking ignore that. That is Hunter Biden. This is Hunter Biden's actions, and you can't get away with it. Even if you try to say, oh, it was China or it was Russia, fam.
I mean, yeah. But this is Chris Hayes' job, right?
Yeah.
It's Chris Hayes' job to be a stooge.
Yeah. Well, the third one, to say, well, if it was serious, fam, how come it didn't come up on the House floor when it was happening? How come blah, blah, blah? How come anything? How come we always have the controlled release of information when it's too late, when the public gets too much wind of it? And let's also not forget that this is professional wrestling. The Republicans and the Democrats are acting together. It's not going to go on the House floor unless any top-ranking Republican officials like a McCarthy or a Mitch McConnell or Lindsey Graham bring it to fruition. And guess what? They're working together with the establishment Democrats. They have been for years. So they're only saying stuff when there's a mass push by the voter base of the Republicans, which drives me crazy that the Republicans, these young Republicans, are trying to go in there and fix the party from the inside, fam, to try to win through elections when we talk about the Green Party guy not making it on the ballot. Well, that happened with the Republicans in Michigan, where the Republican committee, the establishment Republicans, threw 4 Republicans off the ballot. They're doing the same thing. The establishment is the establishment. So to act like the reason why they didn't bring this up in Congress while it was happening is a reason why this is a falsehood. It's just another thing that's completely mind-boggling. And that's the 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out, Chris Hayes.
Damn.
It's infuriating. Do you have anything to say before we get to the last 2 videos, fam?
No, we should. Yeah.
Okay, so the last 2 is we have Mayorkas. This is getting back to what this is all about. The fact that they use rumors about foreign entities, the fact that they were able to suppress information, the fact that they were going to put this woman, Nina Jankowicz, which, by the way, are you blocked by Nina Jankowicz?
Yes, I am.
So am I. I've never interacted with the woman once, and I'm blocked by Nina Jankowicz. Well, here it is. Once again, she specifically went online and told people that it was a falsehood, that the Hunter Biden information is legitimate. Take a look. This is Mayorkas when he's getting questioned by the Senate.
Who at the department?
Senator, we don't discuss our internal hiring processes, but I am the Secretary of Homeland Security, and ultimately I am responsible.
When the department picked her, did it know that she had said that Mr. Hunter Biden's laptop is Russian disinformation?
Senator, let me repeat myself and add one other fact. I was not aware of that. We do not discuss the internal hiring process. Ultimately, as the Secretary, I'm responsible for the decisions of the Department of Homeland Security.
When the department picked Ms. Jankowicz, did it know that she had vouched for the veracity of the Steele dossier?
Senator, let me repeat myself and add an additional fact. One, we do not discuss internal hiring processes. Two, I was not aware of that fact. Three, as the Secretary of Homeland Security, I am responsible for the decisions of the department. And four, it is my understanding that Ms. Jankowicz is a subject matter expert in the field in which she will be working on behalf of the department.
Yeah, I can tell.
I mean, he just repeats the lie, right? In the subject matter, she's an expert. Dude, he just said to you, okay, that she went out there and said the Hunter Biden laptop is Russian disinformation. We all know it's not. We all know, we see the pictures it's coming from. This is once again showing you that the ruling class, oligarchy, whatever they say is truth versus a lie. Not what it's supposed to be, which is you or I. We're supposed to decide what's the truth and what the lie is. This is the United States of America, freedom of speech, freedom of the press. But no, they can continue to repeat the lie and they'll get promoted from it. And he says that she's a subject matter expert on it. Something like the Steele dossier, which they've shown, which was created, fam, pretty much of some guy drinking at a bar one night, piss drunk off his ass, talking about stupid bullshit and lies. Is what they sell as solid information. And people like Chris Hayes and Rachel Maddow and Lawrence O'Donnell and all these other idiots use that Steele dossier as complete fodder every single fucking night, fam.
Because they can. And people will believe it.
Wow. This shit gets me fired up, ladies and gentlemen. I am sorry because we are sitting here. We are demonetizing a lot of things that they suspended us for or demonetized us for years ago, which they said was misinformation, is now just truth nowadays. It's known. It's like, oh, my bad. Well, why don't you reinstate us? Why don't you fucking reimburse us for all the money we lost? You were wrong. But no, they're not doing that.
Thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Thousands. Finish up the section, fam. I wanted to bring this because Shanda was here today, and this is one of her favorite Biggie Small songs, right? And, so let's roll this baby here. This is just a piece of work.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's the 10 crack commandments. Why? Man can't tell me nothing about this coke. Can't tell me nothing about this crack, this weed, and my hustling.
I feel like everybody's seen this video like a million times.
I know what you
Yeah, some of them look really young. But we don't know.
I've been in this game for years. It made me an animal. It's rules.
And just go right into the section because I know it's going to be a long one.
Step-by-step booklet for you to get your game on track. Not your wig pushed back. Rule number uno. Never let no one know how much dough you hold. Cause you know that try to breed jealousy, especially if that man fucked up. Get your ass stuck up. Number 2, never let them know your next move. Don't you know bad boys move in silence and violence, take it from your highness. I done squeeze mad clips at these cats for they bricks and chips. Number 3, never trust nobody. Your mom set that ass up, properly gassed up, hoodie the masked up. For that fast buck, she be laying in the bushes to light that ass up. Number 4, know you heard this before. Never get high
on your own supply.
Never sell no crack when you rest that.
Are we gonna get a copyright for this? Probably.
Number 6, that goddamn credit. Forget it. You think a crackhead paying your back? Shit,
Whatever.
7. This rule is so underrated. Keep your family and business completely separated. Money and blood don't mix like two dicks and no bitch. Find yourself in serious shit. Number 8, never keep no weight on you. Them cats that squeeze your guns can hold jumps too. Number 9 should have been number 1 to me. If you ain't getting back, stay the fuck for police. If niggas think you're snitching, they ain't trying to listen. They be sitting in your kitchen, waiting to start
that one. Isn't that
a strong word called consignment. Strictly for live men, not for freshmen. If you ain't got the clientele, say hell no. Cause they gon' want their money, rain, sleet, hell, snow. Follow these rules, you have mad bread to break up. If not, 24 years on the wake up. Slug hit your temple, watch your frame shake up. Caretaker did your makeup. When you pass, your girl fuck my man Jacob.
Somebody said the laptop is a psyop. No, it's not. It just shows you the behavior of the people running this joint.
Yeah, no. It's real.
And that was a Soros, by the way, fam, in that one picture when they were in the car. That was George Soros and Hunter Biden in the car.
I mean, I'm sure the tinfoil hat is going crazy with that, but I mean, that's the facts. I mean, these people are all part of the powerful elite, and they get together. It's not, it's not hard to believe.
Yeah. And the pedo stuff is just disgusting. But you know what? What are you going to do?